Welcome to the channel. Get ready for another meaningful story. In the heart of Maplewood, a quiet town known for its close-knit community, there stood a modest furniture shop named Everwood Creations. It was run by a middle-aged craftsman, Henry Dawson, a man of skill and integrity. Every chair, table, and cabinet he crafted carried not only his craftsmanship, but also his honesty. Henry believed that trust was the backbone of his business. His customers returned not just for the quality of his work, but for the certainty that he would never deceive them. However, one fateful decision would put his principles to the ultimate test. One morning, a wealthy businessman named Richard Calloway walked into Henry's shop, dressed in a tailored suit and exuding confidence. Richard had recently acquired a chain of furniture stores and was looking for reliable suppliers. "I've heard about your work," Richard said, running his fingers over a finely crafted oak desk. "I have a big order, 50 dining sets. If you can deliver within 2 weeks, I'll pay you double the price." Henry hesitated. The money was tempting, but 2 weeks was barely enough time to maintain his usual quality. Still, the thought of securing such a lucrative deal made him falter. Taking a deep breath, he nodded. "I'll get it done." For the next 10 days, Henry and his apprentices worked from dawn to midnight, sanding, polishing, and assembling. But as the deadline loomed, he realized the truth. Some chairs had minor defects, wobbly legs, and unfinished edges. If he were to meet the deadline, he would have to send them as they were. His conscience battled within him. Should he admit the delay and risk losing the deal, or send the imperfect furniture and hope Richard wouldn't notice? At the last moment, doubt took over. He convinced himself, it's just a few minor flaws. Richard probably won't even check each piece. And so, he shipped the order. 3 days later, Henry received an urgent call. Richard was furious. "Half of the chairs are unstable. The finish on some tables is rough. I trusted you, Henry." His voice was sharp with disappointment. Henry tried to explain, but the damage was done. Richard not only canceled the order, but also spread the word about Henry's lack of reliability. Within weeks, Henry noticed a sharp decline in customers. People who once swore by his honesty now hesitated to place orders. A single moment of dishonesty had undone years of hard-earned trust. Days turned into weeks, and regret gnawed at Henry. He could have admitted the delay. He could have been honest. Instead, he had let greed cloud his judgment. Determined to make amends, he visited Richard's office. "I made a mistake," Henry admitted. "I let the pressure get to me, and I compromised my work. I understand if you never want to work with me again, but I want to make things right." Richard studied him for a long moment. Honesty after the fact doesn't erase the mistake, Henry, but it does show character. Henry didn't ask for another chance. Instead, he refunded Richard for the defective furniture and vowed never to repeat his mistake. Slowly, word spread that Henry had owned up to his mistake. Loyal customers forgave him, and new ones admired his willingness to correct his wrongs. Trust, once broken, is difficult to mend, but not impossible. A year later, Richard returned. "I need a custom boardroom table," he said. "No rush, just make it right." Henry smiled, understanding the deeper meaning behind those words. Because while lies may offer temporary relief, only truth builds long-term trust. Thanks for listening. Your time means a lot. If you liked it, hit like, share, comment your thoughts, and subscribe for more stories.